Okay. In theory, it should be working. In theory. I don't know about, is it actually working? I have no idea. Okay, alrighty then. Let's go back here to Pollard-Rose algorithm, and even better, Fermat numbers. Right there. Okay. Oh. So, pretty sure I was talking about this the other day, you know, and beer. Yeah, Rob, I just did a stop start where, you know, I just wanted to do a review of the results of the Linux kernel build from last night. And all I want to do is do a little bit, you know, do a little bit of follow-up, answer a question there about monolithic versus modular kernel stuff, and without getting too technical, you know, and have a few beers and mess around with some numbers, or something like that. You know, mess around with some numbers or something like that. Okay. And I'm not too sure. Do I still have my math notes anywhere? I wonder if I got my math notes. Where did I put my math notes? I just don't know anymore. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I found something. I found something right here. I think these are my original math notes on intercept stuff and whatnot. Let's take a look. Yeah. It's a bit of a sadness that I think my pen has died. My Mont Blanc. I think it's finally given up after 25 years, maybe 30. It might be 30 years old, this Mont Blanc. I'm getting, like, the seals on it are leaking. So it's really hard to use as a fountain pen when the bloody thing is leaking on your fingers, right? And all these notes were done with this pen. Yeah, this kind of stuff. I don't think I've actually got, where's the main notes? I don't know where they are. Did I lose track of something again? Just a second here. I think I had stuff that came out of the repo. Yeah, repo notes. There's complex vector stuff. Let me see. Math notes. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this would be... Okay, so this is the bulk of the math notes. Okay, they're on the website. They're on the website. That's not a problem. Okay. Anyway, the pen right there, the Mont Blanc. The old Mont Blanc Meisterstück is not doing well. And I'm not even too sure what they cost anymore. I've got no idea. Just a second. Mont Blanc, M-E-I-S-T, Meisterstück, S-T-R-U-C-K. I think that's what it is. The Mont Blanc Meisterstück. Yeah, they're best sellers. This one. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, they got 12 different variations of this guy. $600. So this was the expensive 30 years ago at like $200. So 600. Yeah, and this is gold. I think this is the gold one. Yeah, so this is it. This is the gold tip. You can't see that, of course, because it won't focus. Here, let me just get a. Or maybe you can see that. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. So, 30 years later, I've got some problems with the seals. I'm not exactly too sure what to do other than, get another one, but that's a lot of money. Of course, I would get another 30 years out of it, right? Whoa, $1,300. 1,300. What? 1,800. Calligraphy gold leaf fountain pen. What the heck is going on? Yeah, no. Just a Mont Blanc fountain pen. It doesn't matter what you do. It's $600, and it's 600. This is 600 US dollars, which means in Canada this is $1,000 pen. It's $1,000. Oh yeah, yes sir. 1 second. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. There you go. Nice freaking link, Dennis. Let me see if I can find. Maybe the short link is that. That might work. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so go to this link here. That's the Meisterstück. I can't pronounce it, of course. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, Mont Blanc Meisterstück for. There's numbers on it. I can't really read them. Well, that makes it so much better, Dennis. Oh no, there's a serial number or something. 2446. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is that it has served me well for half of my life, right? You look at these fountain pens. You get one. And the idea is, generally the idea is they last a lifetime. But something's gone wrong. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I've got. No, we're not doing a pen stream. We're doing a beer. We're doing a beer. Hold it. I'm going to pour a beer. No. Hey, Omega. Oh, I just did follow-up. I did a follow-up stream, and I closed it off. Okay, the Linux kernel build from yesterday, everything worked. It's done. It's up and running. I just wanted to do a follow-up on that. Answer a couple of questions from a couple of people about modular kernel. What do we mean by a modular kernel? What's a monolithic kernel? Some stuff like that. Some hand waving. Crack a beer. And then stop. So that's done. That's on YouTube. Now I'm having a beer. Okay? I'm going to try to pour a beer. Oh, this is coming out. This is good. This is good. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beer pour right there. Perfect. You know? And then, yeah, a little bit of follow-up there. But the other thing is, these notes, okay, you can find the link there. There's the link. Like, all of these notes were done with that pen, right? So if you look at the actual page that was done, and this is actually grayscale, it's not even in color. Let's take a look, right? That fountain pen, you know, you can do, these are, let me just think, I gotta do a conversion in my head. Okay, sorry, 25, 12, 6. So this square is basically 6 millimeters. Okay, so 6 millimeters. So 6, the thickness of 6 dimes. So 6 dimes stacked on top of each other. But if you want to write things like, you know, Y prime with a little prime note on it, that's a couple millimeters high. That pen, you know, does that. You can do really, really fine quality notes with such a thing, you know. I guess I've been doing okay. You know, I'm slowing down. Like, I've noticed slow degradation brain failure, right? I'm beginning to notice slow degradation brain failure. I mean, I was trying to read through some math papers, and it just seems a little bit more difficult to be reading. I mean, this is basically Pollard-Rowe. This is actually an extension of the Pollard-Rowe algorithm process right here. Actually, is this ecliptic curve? Yeah, this is this is ecliptic curves. Okay, so ecliptic curve stuff. And I found myself, you know, having difficulties with some of it, you know, going through the work and saying, hold on a second, I've done this before. I mean, I know this. And it's just, you know, it just seems like I'm slowing down. Oh, service, price, service, what? They'll fix it? Are you saying that they'll fix it? Because, yeah, hold it, now there's different sizes, 147.3 millimeters, just a second, I don't know what I got here. Let me just check. Oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. This pen is the $1,000 pen. This is the full size 147 millimeter, this guy. So my pen is actually $1,000 to replace. No, that's American money. It's gonna cost me $1,400 to get a new one. Wow. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the fact that I got the bloody thing for $200 or something 30 years ago. Now they want $1,000. I mean, the quality is just absolutely staggering. And of course, there's a nib. There's nib options. And yeah, I've got the fine one, right? Yeah, I've got the fine one. That way I can do very fine writing, right? But they offer repairs. That makes sense, given that it's $1,000 to $1,400 to replace that thing. It makes fully. Okay, just a second. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Oh. I can't read this, of course. I still can't read it. Oh, now we're going. Meisterstruck. There we go. So So these are the Meisterstrucks. Oh. Okay, there's got to be an American, you know. That's not bad. Defective components, see colored areas. Yeah, it's going to be the seals and things. Let me just think. Nib. I don't need it. No, the nib I don't care. Authenticity? What the hell is an authenticity service? Engravings? I don't need engravings or any of that shit. Authenticity. I know it's the real thing. Okay, so, and I don't need a new nib. So 50 plus, say, 70, 120 euro, 150, 200 bucks. You know what? It's worth $200 to get this fixed. Just a second. That's euro. Oh, Canada, right there. British pounds, not, oh, I'm sorry. Well, still, British pounds, baby, that's big money. I know, I got it right here. This is a £2 coin. You know what? I really like the British £2 coin, you know? Just, hold it, do you still have, like, the British, do you still have the proper £2 coin? Do you still have, like, is there a £5 coin? Or is it a £5 note? Like, this is a 2-pounder. Yeah, 2 pounds, 2001 on it. Nice and thick, right? You can stand this up on its edge, no problem. And, oh, just a second. I gotta stop what I'm doing. Oh, no! No! Rob! Rob! Rob has sent beer. Beer money. Rob has sent me beer. I can drink tonight and drink tomorrow thanks to Rob. Thanks, man. Fuck. Merry Christmas. Thanks, man. Any of our boutiques for repair and servicing? Yeah, in Canada, not a very fucking helpful website, I'll tell you that. My shopping bag is empty? Yeah, no shit. Novelties, no. Like, yeah, Mont Blanc is known for their pens. End of story. Fucking pen. Right? That's it. The Meisterstruck right there, that's the pen. You know, baseline, it's like $1,000, but services, product care. Okay, Rob, thank you, man. I needed something nice to happen, or something in the last week. Fucking relatives, man. Relatives. On top of that, the data center migration. What? They're gonna redo the nib? I don't need the nib redone. No, these are instructions. I don't care about that. Magnets. Magnets? It's not going to be magnetic. It's gold and fucking platinum. Please view or down if you have a customer service guide. Writing instruments. Okie dokes. 47-page PDF. You're ready for 2 days off? Today and tomorrow. You know what? I have been cutting back. I really have been cutting back. I have. Like, I haven't seen a beer since I'm going to say Saturday. Either Friday or Saturday was the last time I saw a beer. So for me, that's called cutting back, all right? Mind you, I might drink 8 or 10 tonight, you know. 47 page, oh, multiple languages, oh, I see. Okay, so, I don't care about watches and shit, it's the writing instruments. Oh, Blore, yeah, that's probably where I bought it, actually. Yorkville. That's where I bought it. They're still there. Of course they're still there. Yeah, this place, the Mont Blanc on Bloor in Yorkville, yeah, this is where I bought the original pen. This is where I got it. Oh, I know where it is. It's freaking right downtown, and it's a very expensive area, okay? Very. Yeah, okay. Gucci bag. I don't care about Gucci. Reintroducing the Park Hyatt. Well, actually, there was the Four Seasons right there on that corner. The Four Seasons Hotel was there. Great place to drink, let me tell you. Hanging out at the Four Seasons in that area. Besides the fact everybody's well dressed and well spoken, you end up having really interesting, cool freaking conversations, and you never know who you're gonna freaking meet. I shit you not. Gene Simmons from Kiss, right, is in there with some of his entourage as usual, right? I'm drinking. He doesn't drink. You know, he doesn't drink at all. You know, but anyway, he comes in, sits down in a big fluffy freaking couch, like right beside me kind of thing. I said, "You're Gene Simmons." And he just kind of looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Hey man, thank you for so much great music in the 70s. Thank you. I'm sure you hear it all the damn time, and maybe it doesn't carry weight anymore, but I wanted you to know, thank you. Life-changing. Some of it is still absolutely beautiful, and it probably will be a century from now. A century from now." He's like, "Hey man, that's great." No, he's like, "What are you doing here?" And we just started shooting the shit and talking. He was there because he was working on some event or movie or media thing or something. I can't fucking remember what, you know. So he freaking hung out and shot the shit with Gene Simmons. And guess what? He was a laid back, totally fucking cool guy. Really was, you know. I think he might have ordered something really strong, like a Perrier. That was about it, you know. I asked him, because, you know, he told me point blank. He says, "No." He says, "I've seen enough stuff happen." He says, "I got away from everything years ago." I'm like, "Yeah." Okay, so anyway. He did have a joke thing in his wallet, though. He took out his wallet and he handed me a bill, and it said $1 million US. He had $1 million US currency bill in his wallet, and I said, "That's a joke." I said, "Come on. A, no such thing exists. B, if it did exist, there's no frickin' way in hell you'd ever carry around such a thing in your frickin' wallet just to pull it out as a joke at a bar. It's not gonna happen." handed it back to him. He put it back in his wallet and he said, "It's the real thing." I said, "Ah, bullshit." You know, I said, "Ah, bullshit. Bullshit." I said, "You might be Gene Simmons, but man," I said, "I'm sorry, that's bullshit." You know, I'm calling bullshit on that, you know. All right, so all I know is my pen doesn't work anymore. That's what I know, you know. Yeah, well, then he hit on the freaking waitress, and it was a good hit. I gotta let you know. It was like, I should write this down. I should, like, take notes on how he's hitting on the waitress, you know. She was more than happy to go any damn place he wanted. Well, it's Gene Simmons, you know. But yeah, I mean, same thing. Again, in that area, like the Bloor, Yorkville, like that particular chunk of area of central Toronto, you just never know who you're gonna run into. You got no freaking idea. You know, hockey players like Grant Fuhr, right, who autographed some shit for me. I lost it, of course, because I was drinking with the guy, right? Grant Fuhr, goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, you got to go back 20 fucking years, you know. So they're $1,000 new now, at least, and then there's repairs. Well, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? We'll see. Anyway, all the notes are still there. Yeah. Yeah, I did all this stuff with that pen. And that was only a year ago, right? Let's get back to Pollard Row. So basically, well, no, first we got Fairmat's number, wherein I said, okay, it's 2 to the power of 2 to the power n plus 1. You know? Well, it's an expensive place. It's an expensive place. Omega? Yeah, you don't want to be freaking hanging out and drinking there unless you're fully prepared for the fact that you're probably going to drop $1,000. Okay? You know, out drinking, shooting the shit, you're going to drop $1,000. It's just that simple. Which is fine if you're making money. You know, perfectly fine. You know, these days, I'm perfectly happy when beer money shows up. I'm like, yes, fucking yes, beer. I'm gonna be okay. Anyway, here's the thing about Fairmat's numbers: 2 to the power of 2 to the power of n. So one more time with enthusiasm. We're talking about the smallest prime number, creating a composite number from the smallest prime number, and then doing an offset by 1, which is similar to the Mersenne primes, right? The Mersenne primes, where's my Mersenne primes? I had a link there, Mersenne number right there. Yeah, Mersenne numbers. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, Mersenne prime numbers. Some are prime, some are not. Okay? These are 2 to the power of n minus 1. So again, smallest freaking prime number. Oh, to hell with the beer money, man. Trust me, you find yourself hanging out with some of the chicks that hang out there, and if any of them recognize you as a regular, it's a frickin' great place to hang out, I'll tell you that. They're really a whole different scale. It's a whole different scale, you know. I remember this Asian lady, and I gave her a compliment where I said, it's incredibly rare to run into a lady with such wit and sagacity. And without a pause, she said, I also find it somewhat rare that anybody would bother to go into the Rosé's Thesaurus to pay me a compliment. I was like, oh, fuck, you know. I was like, I'm doing my very best here. She says, you're doing just fine, you know. But dragging out the Rosé's Thesaurus and going, okay, wit, smart, well-educated, cultured, sagacious. Sagacious? Sagacity. Sagacity. Ooh, that's a great way to end a sentence. It's very rare to run into a lady with such amazing wit and sagacity. That fast. She's like, yeah, I don't run into too many people that drag out a Rosé's Thesaurus in order to pay me a compliment. Like that fast, like instantaneous. Like seriously freaking smart, seriously good looking, you know? Sorry, S-A-G-A-C-I, sagacity. Not exactly a word you use every day. Sagacity, the quality of being sagacious, thank you very much. Of keen and far-sighted penetration and judgment, caused by or indicating acute discernment. Ah, all right, there you go. Yeah, I use Mulvad pretty much all the time, but Mulvad, okay, so Mulvad VPN, these guys right here, these guys are awesome. Okay, so Mulvad VPN, you got to look into it, but guess what? It works, right? You use Mulvad too. It's got really fantastic speed, and you can choose whatever exit point you want, right? And their cost is fucking ridiculously stupid small. It's €5, you know, and there's like a question and answer page or something where they're asking like, well, can I get a 3-month plan? And their 3-month plan is, yeah, that's €5 for 3 months. So €5 times 3. Well, what if I go for the entire year? Yeah, that's €5 times 12. So that'll be €60. You just €5 a month and you're done, you know? Yeah, they are. They're fucking top notch, you know? Whoa. Well, I'm using IRC right now. You know, I'm using, you know, Mulvad has been around a while, but they're really freaking top notch. They're really top notch. I will stand by Mulvad and say these guys, they know how to do it right. They really know how to do it right there. It's one flat rate, €5 a month, and you're done. And you're done, right? And it's so easy to set up with OpenVPN. With OpenVPN, they actually give you a fucking zip file or whatever. You can just extract it, fire OpenVPN at it, boom, it works. It just works, you know. And as for places to hang out in Toronto, would have any idea would be stopping IRC. I mean, Libera? Yeah, but if you're using some VPN, I don't know what, you see, you don't know who the VPN exit points are. And you don't know how long they've been around, right? Like the Mulvad people, I haven't run into any problems. I haven't run into any problems with speed, I'll tell you that. They're really good, but you know, the Libera people, who knows? Maybe they're blocking something. It's hard to know. I wouldn't even know how to solve that problem. My suggestion is You drop them and you switch over and start using Mulvad, and your life is great. Don't worry about it. Can I, let me just get back to this Mersenne prime shit. So here's the thing. We're going to use the smallest prime number, and then we're just going to multiply it by itself, right? So 2 to the power of something, and then we offset by 1. So therefore, and please think about this, any number that is a Mersenne prime candidate, okay, Mersenne prime candidate is also a Fermat number. Does everybody see that? Is anybody gonna, no, actually, hold it, it's gonna be off by 2. Ah, geez. Any Mersenne prime number is gonna be very, very close to a Fermat number. Has to be. Has to be. Let me just take a look at the first Mersenne primes. I just want to get to the 4 billion zone. Let's see. Well, that's M29. That's M29. Hold on a second here. So 32. Yeah, they should be almost identical. Just a second. Echo. Okay, 2. It's going to be 2 to the power of 5. Correct. We're going to do print that right there. And then we're going to do Mersenne, which is 1 minus. Print and quit. Yeah, no shit. Okay. All right. Makes total sense. Yeah, makes total sense. Okay, so that's a Mersenne prime candidate, but it's divisible by 5. That's obviously divisible by 5, right? So 2 to the power of 32 minus 1. So m sub n, in this case, that would be m sub 32 equals 2 to the power of 32 minus 1, right? I don't know anything about Torgard. You know, I'll tell you, I did some research, and I also had a talk with some networking people, and that's how I learned about Mulvad. I learned about Mulvad because some relatively gripped, people said they don't really advertise much. They don't. But they don't have to. They've been around a while. And they're seriously frickin' top notch as Mulvad. So I'm going to stick with Mulvad VPN. They're really good. You spent days researching too, right? So you went in circles also until you landed on Mulvad and said, this works, right? You spent days research. Yes, me too. Yeah, you and I both. Yeah, we both spent a pile of time doing the research, looking at various different, the advertisement, the claims, the bullshit flash of the so-called cloud service providers and stuff. And when I ended up with Mulvad, I was like, yeah, let's give it a try. They're awfully cheap. It just works. Just works. Okay, let's get back to my implementation of Pollard Row. I had to make some changes here. I think I'm gonna put this in the README. Just a second. Yeah, okay, so there's the README. Okay, so Wikipedia, Row's algorithm, blah, blah, blah. Primes, this, that. That's a prime pair. Oh, that's That's PR before I changed the code, okay? Okay, really? If you register, I registered. I mean, after all, I created the blast wave channel, right? Okay, just a second. Using GNT and NP for with dynamic variable resize as needed. That in there. Okay. Oh, okay. This is whatever. That number should be obvious. Okay, I'll save that. So that's done. And make clean. Okay, good. So I've changed the code now. I don't even have a 32-bit Debian machine anymore. Hey Q, how you doing? And I don't have this up and running. I mean, that's not running Spark. I don't have a Spark box running on Debian. I got this. Just a second here. What the hell is this code? And who wrote it? I don't have a time or date or stamp or anything here. Our default starting point precision. I need a beer. Sorry, everybody. I need to do a beer refresh. just thinking, maybe there, hello. I was just thinking, another thing I did was I went and I got some dead animal supplies. So I've got Vitali Antipasto Italiano. This is prosciutto, cappa, and salami. This is just some chewy meat. So I got some cheeses to go with it. Got some smoked Emmentaler. Got some smoked Gruyere. Got with the Danish blue cheese. I love that stuff. Got some of that. Got myself some Canadian sliced back bacon, but this is locally raised in this area called Mark's Mennonite Meats. What? Omega, you're gone? Was it something I said? This is back bacon from Mark's Mennonite Meats. This is a local supplier. It says right on it. This is naturally smoked and cured. This stuff is so good. This stuff is so good. And they've also got, of course, just basic side bacon. So this is called basic run-of-the-mill side bacon. Again, from Mark's, right? And then the big name up here in Canada, this is the big name for like frickin' awesome bacon, okay? This is Du Breton. So Du Breton up here, the biologique or organic bacon, this is the good stuff. The Du Breton bacon, you have this like once, and good cast iron pan, let it render a bit, when you drain it, you keep the drippings, the bacon drippings from a Du Breton pan of bacon. Priceless. Oh, it's the best. Those bacon drippings, you want to keep that. That's good stuff. Cloverleaf training. Oh, well, yeah, that's right too. I got no idea what time zone you're in. Let's get back to this thing here. All right, what are we doing here? Our default starting point precision, 64 bits, as opposed to the 53-bit, right? Oh, dude, fucking get to sleep, dude. Omega, man, crash, dude, fuck. What are you doing up listening to me drink, belch, fart, and rant, No. You gotta run. Oh, my big fat camera is in the way. Hold on. Let's get this going. Beer port. Wow. Look at that. That came out beautiful. Huh? Beautiful. Look at that. That's a proper looking beer right there. I didn't screw that up at all. That reminds me, I was going to build another Linux kernel on a totally different machine. Since I got beer and nothing better to do, I think what I'll do is I'm going to push this change. I made some code changes here. I made changes somewhere. That's right, I wanted to review the make files. Damn it. Damn it. Janet. I wonder if Jeff's still awake. I wonder if Jeff is still awake, you know? Yeah, well, insightful stuff was 3 hours ago and 20 hours ago. Now I'm just going to drink beer like an idiot. And be thankful unto Rob for providing beer. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's beer provided by Rob. Don't underestimate Rob. This looks like it just works. Oh, we don't do sysmem anymore. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. That's out. That's out. Doesn't even exist. Sysmem. Yeah, we don't do sysmem anymore. No, that's a no. Does this even work? Wow. I got no idea if this even works. Let's look. That's wrong. Let's do this that way. So sysinfo, you know, come on. It's a little silly, but screw it. We'll do this anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Return 42. Looks good. I don't even need to compile that, but we'll do it anyway. Debian PPC 64. Looks good. Arg. And then there were 5 more beers on the wall. And then there were 5 more beers on the wall. Looks correct to me. Yep. Yeah, looks good. Okay. That's ASCII. Looks good. All right. I thought there was, just a second here. In roulette readme, pretty sure, the hell with more, I'm just going to cat this sucker out. I'm pretty sure I put some Greek in here. Yeah, that's row. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Oh, if you disconnect and connect, you would work on a cell phone app? Ew. But you can't like route through like the work network at all? Is it like a DNS thing? Does like work DNS just basically like ban YouTube? You try to go to youtube.com, the local DNS, you know, sends you to the human resources department and reports you. Something might boot. Hold on, Q. Hold on, Q. God bless you. I'm going to do this, and then something your boot. Row, row, row your boot. I just, it's funny enough, the IRC client doesn't display it because of the font size that I selected, okay? And row your boat, row your boot. So these are all going to be UTF-8, right? These are UTF-8. So if we go to like number 8, blah, 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 your boot, there's the null terminator, right? There's your boot, there's your slash. Sorry, there's your space, 20 space, 20, no space, right? And then we got a bunch of CF81 right there, CF81. Okay, yeah, can't drag out your laptop right now, or you just don't want to, you know. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Hold on a second, CF81. This reminds me of something. So, this equals C 8 9ABC. Right? That's C. F 8 1. Whoa! 1. Anybody watching? Anybody watching? Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, that being the case, the UTF-8 specification states if your leading bit is a 1, it's UTF-8. The next bits determine how many bytes are in the encoding. Right. So this is actually is it a 1 byte or 2 byte? It can't be 2 bytes. There's no way. Let's just decode this. We don't care about the 1. That tells us that that's UTF-8. And the same thing is true over here. We know that it's UTF-8, so we ignore those bits. This tells me that there's 1 byte of data. There's 1 byte of data which is on the way. That's what that's telling me. And that should be the 00. The 1111 is correct. Hold on. We don't care about the 0 here. Oh, I'm trying to do it off the top of my head also, man. I don't care about the 0. That's trash. But I do want the 001. This should encode as 0011 11 00 0001. Okay, so that's 12 bits. Let me think about this. This is a good topic with beer. This is a really good topic with beer because you can drink at least 2 or 3 beers just to get up to speed on UTF-8 encoding format. I was always of the opinion that the first bit says, if that upper bit right there said, if that's a 1, then it's UTF-8. Then we got data that says how many, no, until you see a 0. Isn't it until you see a 0 or something? I'm screwing this up. I can feel it. Bear with me here. we need to go to Unicode. When you go to Unicode here, yeah, I want the Unicode pages. The Unicode pages, well, I'll take 03C0, whatever, Greek. Whatever this crap is, where the hell's their pages? Basic info. It used to be that this was an easy site to navigate. Now you gotta what? Get a membership and pay money? Has it been turned into like, you have to get like, pay money? No, code charts. Fuck me. Okay, code charts. They haven't buried it. They haven't buried the code charts. There's the code charts. Yes. Okay, so Greek letters right there. Without the accents. Just, can you give me a row here without the accent? What's with all the frickin' accents? Oh, this is busting my nuts. No, this is wrong. That's not what I want. I want... Okay, we're having a problem here because basic run-of-the-mill Greek, I don't seem to be able to find. Okay, where would that be? It's not going to be in Latin extended. You know, it's not going to be here. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like basic Greek letters, they're not going to be here. Well, it looks to me like, you know, this Greek right here, I'm sorry, but look at all the accents. It's ridiculous. That is not alpha to me. That's alpha with a frickin' accent. You know, this is omega with an accent. What's with the accents on this crap? Everything's got accents on it. Like capital Omega has got an accent on it. Click on the Greek above. Oh! That's not just a category, that's a link. Good man, good man. Saving me from embarrassing myself again as usual. Okay. Oh, now we're swimming. Now we're swimming with bow-legged women. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, isn't it freaking intuitive? It's like, that's not a category, it's a clickable freaking link. Okay. Alright, now we're swimming with bow-legged women. Row 03C1. Let me figure that out. Zero 03C1. 03C1. Just a second here. Just a second. I need to take this with me. Who left that fishbone in there? 3 Echo 1, 3E1. Okay, what is that? Okay, where's Harry? Where's our native Greek? Where's our Greek mathematician? Just a second, I'm checking my notes. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's, okay, I don't know what that's, I don't know. I mean, this to me is like a variation on omega, right? Right? Sempi. Used as a symbol with a numeric value of 900. So that's 900. That's, why is 900 so freaking special that it gets its own character, which is a fishbone? Or whatever the hell that is, or a flying kite. Let me just decode 03C1, just a second. So this, and then 3 is 0011, C, 1100, and then 1. Is any of this lining up at all? Just a second. Woo! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, the bits match. We got a bit match. Right there. Look at that. Freaking got it right. So the rule is, this upper bit, throw it the hell away, and then these 2 bits right here, they're supposed to indicate that this is a 2-byte bit stream, 2 bytes. And I didn't do this right. It's 2 bytes coming. That's what this simply signifies. This is UTF-8, and this signifies how many bytes are coming. Where's the breakpoint on that, though? Hold on a second. Let me think, because a 3-byte will simply be 110. Right. Did I get lucky here? I think I got lucky. I think I got lucky with the decode. You know, I think I did. These are all going to be 12 bits. I bet you every one of them begins with a 0, right? They all begin with 0? Yeah, okay, 037, 03F, all the way down to Schnazzy, 03FF, right there. Okay. So encoding that into UTF-8, you need to stretch it across like 2 bytes with an indicator that it's a 2-byte UTF-8. Yeah. I don't even know what that is. Like this, I've never even seen this stuff before. Like some of this I've never seen before. That's capital Omega. You know, we've all seen that, right? Oh, right. Okay, I don't know where our resident Greek is. Get that out of here. I'm just going to say this code is working. That's all. That's what I'm going to say. Ugh. to get this done now because I'm probably not coming back to it anytime soon. Oh my God, Chudnovsky. The Chudnovsky, are their name below in the table? That would require me to like really pay attention. The Chudnovsky brothers. Funny that we ran into Chudnovsky because in this paper I was reading earlier, pretty sure down here in the references, besides, referencing Donald Knuth down here, there's Lenstra's algorithm right there, Lenstra. Okay, Brent's going to show up continuously right there. Chudnovsky and Chudnovsky right there. Sequences of numbers generated by addition in formal groups and new primality and factorization tests. That's easy to read. So the Chudnovsky brothers right there. So I thought to myself, oh, that's right. I did an implementation of the Chudnovsky thingy, in case anybody's up to speed. Pretty sure I modified that page actually on Wikipedia. Chudnovsky algorithm. I'm gonna need more beer. Yeah, stop asking me for money. I'm the guy who rewrote this. Yeah, this is correct. Yeah, I rewrote this. This is the Chudnovsky algorithm right here. It's a bit of a fun thing to go through. You know what I should do sometime? I should probably grab a few beer and talk about the Chudnovsky algorithm some night, and then lay out every step of this and how this was put together on the Wikipedia page, because it's not obvious reading this. It's not obvious really to a lot of people. How did we get from this down to this down to this? How did we simplify this computation? And I've been through this in detail. Well, I'm the guy who wrote or rewrote this Wikipedia page, me. So, yeah, I can probably go over this step by step sometime. In the meanwhile, I've got my Chudnovsky here, and I haven't looked at this in a long time. A year anyway. An implementation of the, we're coming up on 2 years, Chudnovsky. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, GIMP, MPFR. That's a little bit of silly information. I think I would do well to throw in a sysinfo here. You see, there's sysinfo right there. Okay, we got sysinfo. Okay, we're good. And then we got the MPFR. And, well, it had to be fixed. The previous revision was not clear. It was not clear, right? Yeah, this is a huge amount of setting up variables and setting up the width of variables until we finally get to here, to the actual iterations. Yeah, here we are. Okay. It is, it's relatively straight math, but it's worth going over it as a video. It's worth going over it on a video sometime and saying, let's take a look at how this was expanded and then collapsed into a simplification down to the following expression. It's worth looking at. If for no other reason than to say, we're not going to look at the actual Chodnovsky algorithm paper. That's beyond the scope of most master's degrees in mathematics. But we can at least take a look at how this simplification was done to allow the computation to happen the way we're doing it, right? That sort of thing. Just for giggles. Again, just for giggles, right? I seem to recall doing this with, okay, big neg 2, but this, that raised a multiplication flag in exact computation. I'm okay with an inexact computation, certainly on some of this, until we get into divisions. This is a multiplication by an integer. We should be fine. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. I remember now. Yes. Yeah, we're adding in intermediate components. I do another multiplication and subtraction. It's ridiculous that I do this in knit here. I might want to take that out of the loop. Yeah. Now it's an intermediate. This is an intermediate here. Yeah, I don't know if I want to take that out of the loop or not. This intermediate. Pretty sure I went through this on graph paper one night, being really careful with my usage of variables. I mean, every single calculation is done step by step. There's a lot of them. What's this? Weight loss and dementia? Are you telling me that I'm not only losing weight, but I'm becoming stupid? Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about early Alzheimer's. There's not a single genetic linkage anywhere in my family tree about Alzheimer's. Macrobiotic diets like this, of rice and vegetables, that kind of stuff. Elevated risk of type 2 diabetes. What's going on here? 9,000%, 9,200 participants. That's quite a number. What's this? We observed likelihood T2DN dementia associated with white rice and of Tehran. No association here. The genetics involved here are, you know, yeah, I'm not crazy. And this is type 2 diabetes. You know, type 2 diabetes down here is what we're looking at. I don't see how that's relevant to me. That's not relevant to me. It's good research. You know, you found good data with, you know, valid research stuff. You know, it's not like right now I'm quoting the freaking Bible about how the COVID-19 virus is, quite frankly, coming down as we're being smoked by God with his holy teapot. You know, I'm not into that shit. What do we got going on here? Objective, white rice. What's with this white rice shit? Okay, Marson, you're tasering my nuts. You know, you're tasering me right in the testicles here. Holy Testicle Tuesday. What's going on? It's white rice and link. What? What am I missing here? Again, diabetes does not apply to me at all. Like zero. So zero application. Sorry, the correlation factor is keto. People in their keto. I mean, I do eat protein and meats and stuff. Man, I don't know what you're throwing at me, and I'm going to come back to that someday. For right now, looking at sigma. Whoa. Clear and bang out. Okay. It's not that it's not interesting. Sorry. That's the wrong word. Is it applicable? That's the word. Is it applicable? Does it have any correlation at all with me? It's about me. Why don't you understand, man? It's about me. Okay. Let me just run the chud and see what it says. All right, precision number of loops. 384, 8. Go. And that looks like pi to me. 3.1415926533896932238433832795028. Whoa. Okay, 4197. Just a second here. Just a second. Hold on, everybody. 3.1419265. That's fine. 358,979. That's correct. 323846264 is correct. 3383279. 50288. I'm okay with. 4197 here onwards. Can we get a computation, please? Anybody? Can I get a BC? BC. Give me a BC. BC dash LQ, which means shut up and give me some math. Scale equals, how many digits is that? Anybody? Is that about 40, 50, or 60 digits? Let's say 60. Let's say 60 digits. So 60 digits, give me the arctangent of 1 times 4. Okay. Okay, 4197. It is 16939er. 375 105209. It's correct. It's correct? Shit. Memory loss, people. I'm suffering from memory loss. I can feel it. 3.141526539793238462664. 79 50288. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Memory loss, people. That's what's happening. How wrong am I? Well, looks like I did okay up to, I went wrong somewhere. What did I get wrong? We're talking about pi, like everybody knows that. Oh! 46264, and I got this 79. I completely, you see that? You see that? I just lost a group of 5 digits. Somewhere in my head, 33832 vanished. I'm gonna get a beer. I'm gonna get a beer. Before I go to get that beer, though, square root of 2, 1.4142, 135. 1.4142, 62373. 0. 95. There's a 0, 488. I think I'm gonna go fetch a beer. I'm not sure. Yeah, coming back. All right. Far worse than losing a few digits of pi is I put down my beer glass, and where is it? Does anybody know where my beer glass is? Because I think I lost it. That kind of thing, you know. Give me 30 digits to square root, print and quit. I need to know, was I in the vicinity? You know, did I get it even halfway right? Kind of thing. So that's square root of 2. And this is what my brain says. Oh, the next digit was a 0. Okay, so I was dead accurate. Yeah, okay. Yeah, even that 8 wouldn't round. Okay, I was dead accurate on the square root of 2, but I lost some digits in pi somewhere in my brain. I don't know. I don't know. I can't make sense of that. Okay, let's leave Chudnovsky alone. Make dash f. Where are we? PPC 64 clean. Is anybody listening to me mutter? Yeah, I apologize. Collat's conjecture. Oh man. How did we fall into the Collat's conjecture? Geez, when was the last time anybody looked at this? Gross. Yeah, coffee number 2. Okay, well you're working right now. I'm gonna crack another beer. Okay. Why was I doing Collat's conjecture? It's not like I'm ever gonna solve it. After a whack of OCD fiddling around, we have this at 60 charters. Okay, whatever. OCD. Oh, well, you kept it simple, didn't you? Actually, I just cracked out that. What is this? And who wrote it? I've got Collat's here. I got a comment here where I did something else. Did I shove my data into a struct? Oh, I did. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Collat's conjecture. For anybody who has a fucking clue about, math, numbers, or anything, do not look at the Collat's conjecture, okay? Don't. Okay, just know. Just know. Any amount of time that you spend looking at the Collat's conjecture is time you lose out of your life. They want money every Christmas. Every Christmas, I give them money through the year. Do not look at the Collat's conjecture. It's like too many people have lost too much of their lives looking at this stupid thing. We don't have the mathematics to solve this. We don't. Humanity cannot address this problem. We're just not there. Then maybe we never will be, And there's this part of me that kind of hopes that the Chinese rover on the dark side of the moon, right? There's a Chinese rover on the dark side of the moon, okay? This thing here. And it's going to go look at the thing, right? The thing on the other side of the moon that we shouldn't really be too curious about. It's probably a structure. It's probably just a pile of rocks, right? Okay, can we just not do Space 2001? They're going to go look at the strange hut on the far side of the moon. Yeah, right. Yeah, about that. Okay, okay, can we get to like reality here? Twitter. How do we end up at Twitter? God, I hate Twitter. Twitter is garbage. Okay, from blah, blah, blah. The Mystery House. It's some kind of a rock structure. Okay? It's a rock structure of some sort on the dark side of the moon. But it would be really hilarious if we get there and there'll be a thing that says, yeah, Collat's conjecture, Don't look at that. We don't know either, you know? It'd be great. It'll be right up there with, you know, Hibbett's, one of Hibbett's problems. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody? Hibbett's? Hibbett's and Shones. I'm going to say Hibbett's. Just a second. Here we go. Hibbett's problems, right there. Okay, basic problems to look at. These are called the Hibbett's problems. You know, little things that eventually get us to Godel. Now, if you don't have a beer, get one. Because Godel, incompleteness, you really gonna need a drink, okay? It's hilarious. It basically says that math is incomplete, which we know. Math is so incomplete that it says Godel's second incompleteness theorem states no consistent axiomatic system, which includes piano arithmetic, basically some very basic arithmetic, can prove its own consistency. Stated more colloquially, or offhand, or, you know, easy to get along with, any formal system that is interesting enough to formulate its own consistency can prove its own consistency if, and only if, it is inconsistent. By the way, an IFF is if and only if. If and only if it is inconsistent. Ugh. So is life without beer. I'm with you on that one, Rob. I find it easier to deal with some of these problems when I'm able to address beer. Little things like, can physics be axiomatized? I don't know. I don't even understand the question. I like this one though. Give two tetrahedra. Okay, those are going to be solid objects where every face is the same shape, like a pyramid. But a pyramid, the kind of pyramids that are in, say, Egypt, they have a square base, and then all the other faces are triangles. I'm thinking of a tetrahedral pyramid where the base is a triangle, right? Equilateral triangle, and every face is an equilateral triangle, and these would be part of like Plato's solids, right? One of Plato's solids. Anybody familiar with Plato's solids? There's the basic Plato's solids. P-L-A-T, Plato solids, right here. Platonic solids, sounds good. Platonic solids, Plato's solids. Oh, we'll go there. Okay, the basic, here they are. So we got a square. So a square maps to a cube, right? Over here is the one I was just talking about. Really simple. Really simple is a triangle. Triangles map to triangles. I don't know the names of these bloody things, but they're out of order in this picture. In this picture, it should be, this is a three-sided polygon. It's a triangle, right? Then you got a four-sided over here. That's a cube, right? You got a five-sided right here. That is a dodecahedron, I think. Then we got this thing, which is a, hold on a second, beer challenge. That solid is called an icosahedron. Icosahedron, oh, you know what? Maybe I could read, it's right here, icosahedron, okay. Octahedron, tetrahedron, okay. And Euclid in the last preposition of the elements in ancient Greek mathematics. He basically proved these are the only possible solids that can exist where every face is perfectly, exactly identical, right? This is it. These are the Platonic solids. There's got to be, quite frankly, a better, and maybe Wikipedia wants my money, which Wikipedia has a huge amount of money already. Yeah, dodecahedron's 12 faces. Icosahedron, these are great. These are fun to make on paper. I would need whiskey and Scotch tape, and I would try to make an icosahedron live on YouTube, okay? I would try to make an icosahedron with Scotch tape and some paper and whiskey. I could probably do it, you know? Yeah, this thing here, I could probably do that live with whiskey. Right. In any case, we didn't get anywhere, and we're still looking at the Collatz conjecture, and we shouldn't. It's a mistake. Okay, let's get away from this. Okay, something that hasn't been tested in a long time. I haven't checked this. I don't know if this works on this machine, this architecture. I don't know. So this, let me just do a make-f. All right, that works. Okay, so we got something out of that. Let me just try it straight up and see if it works. Just, you know, shits and giggles and beer, right? Yeah, that's kind of ugly. Yeah, it's turned into a black and white. Yeah, okay, well that's the Mandelbrot. So that's the Mandelbrot right there. Let me just go to an area out here, see if I can zoom in on that. Okay, so it's working. It seems to be working. Let me try power 8. Wow. You know what? It's coming in with color now. Right there, that tip. The nose of the Mandelbrot. Right there. Let me see what comes up. Kind of a busy area. Yeah. This reminds me, I gotta go back to that ray tracing software, do a better job on that. Yeah, I can't remember ever looking at this main tip right here. The main tip. Anybody still listening? Oh. All right here on the tip. Yeah, that region. This is the absolute end of the main body before it breaks down into a really simple line problem. Don't know how I ended up shifted like that. I gotta fix this. Sooner or later, I gotta fix it. Does anybody hear the cooling fans kicking in? Do you hear the cooling fans? Anybody? Yeah, the liquid cooling fans just kicked in. So the main tip is actually right here somewhere. I'm putting my mouse. Yeah, right about there. So I'm going to call this the left nose. So the left nose of the Mandelbrot, actually we can call it the nose because trust me, the other end is definitely the ass. You know, you can't hear the cooling fans. The cooling fans have kicked in. I had never dug into this particular area. I'm just curious how this remaps. Yeah, tendrils everywhere, eh? I'm going to call that the end of the main body, though. Right? Right there somewhere. I'll call that the end of the main body. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, I'm off center again. That off center problem's got to be addressed sooner or later. Also, the bailout is wrong. Okay. We'll see if I can fix that. Let's see if we can readjust and recenter. So I need that area there. Just curious how that's going to recenter. I'm just kind of shifting stuff up and sideways kind of thing. I'm also changing the degree to which the Mandelbrot computes the data. I'm pushing it up. Hey man, how you doing? We needed you like an hour ago trying to figure out Greek. Okay, we really needed you to figure out Greek about an hour ago because nobody knows what the fishbone is. Hold on a sec. Yeah. The fishbone. Hold on. Let me just fix this. Clean. I'm going to push this. Where am I? All right. Do you know about a fishbone that represents the number 900? Okay. We were looking at this stuff. Gödel's second incompleteness theorem states no consistent axiomatic system which includes piano arithmetic can prove its own consistency. Stated more colloquially, any formal system that is interesting enough to formulate its own consistency can prove its own consistency if and only if it's inconsistent. You missed that. That was a discussion. But the other thing is not this. No, hold on. Where did our Greek alphabet go? We lost our Greek alphabet? Did we lose it? We lost it. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Right here. Right here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, no, Tarski's sphere, and we can split a sphere into two spheres. Yeah, Tarski's, no, I've got beer tonight, okay? Right here. What the hell is this thing? Right here, this. What the hell is that? There's a description that says it represents the number 900. That thing. What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, these are ancient? Well, that's alpha right there. That's alpha, beta, gamma, delta. You know, this all looks right. That's rho, you know, there's rho right there. Okay. But I don't know what the hell this is. Ancient Greece never really existed. Well, it sure left one hell of a frickin' footprint on modern society, I'll tell you that. Oh, it was city-states. So as a country, or the concept of a unified nation, that's a modern concept. We should be thinking in terms of individual separate city-states, possibly with separate alphabets, like separate variations of the alphabet. Ah, that is a piece of illumination. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because there was some discussion earlier about what the hell is this, right? They're only unified by conquest by the Macedonians. Is that Alexander the Great and the Romans? We don't talk about them much, the Romans. They left behind the Latin Roman alphabet. I don't know who uses that anymore. I don't know. The reason why this came up is because we were farting around with UTF-8, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. There's an entire page on it. Of course there is. Of course there's a page on it. Archaic Greek alphabets. Wikipedia still wants my money. Phoenicians. Oh, we were looking at some of this kind of stuff. We were looking at some of these symbols, which, by the way, Unicode well, that's Omega. Oh, so this got added long after the fact? Okay, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. Hold on. The hell is this? That became theta? It looks to me like this thing became theta. That's kappa. We all know the sigmas. The letter eta, originally called eta, I guess. Oh yeah, it's an E, eta, heta, heta. It's heta. Two different functions derived from its name, Phoenician symbol, heat. The majority of Greek dialects continue to use it with the consonant something, similar to a Phoenician value something. Jesus. Okay, I'm not a linguist. I'm not qualified to even look at this kind of stuff. You know, the circle with the X became theta. They got rid of the X and just made it a bar through this. You know what? Somebody got lazy. somebody got lazy and said, I don't want to make a frickin' X through the circle. We'll just put a single line, you know. Okay, down, 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 down. Whoa! Oh! Athenian democracy prior to, what do we got here? I gotta look at this. Hold on a sec. The Athenian decree. The Athenian decree? I've read about this. Really? I mean, it's not exactly Rosetta Stone, but it's freaking close. The council and the citizens have decided, the Athenian decree, democracy. Sorry, the Athenian democracy, whatever. Just, let me get down. Whoa! Oh, I see. Yeah, that was all capitals. Like, these were symbols where I look at it and I go like, yes, okay, I can recognize every single symbol I can recognize. But to me, I look at this and I think pathos. You know, I think pathos right there in the middle of it, you know. Everything is a capital. The idea of uppercase, lowercase, and intonation, that was discovered much later. But Ithaca, Rhodes, Thessaly, oh, I see. Every single one of these is a city-state. I mean, Rhodes and Thessaly, and where's Athenia? Or, sorry, Athens. There's Corinth, right there, Corinth. There's Crete, Thera. Oh, every single one of them have their own local alphabet. It must have taken centuries to arrive at something that we could call an alphabet. Oh, Athens is Attica. Oh. Because I didn't see Athens. A lot of similarities and a few differences, but there seems to be an awful lot of talk going on in the middle here, right in the middle. I can't pronounce that. Sorry, I got notes on this. Xi. That's the best I can do. Xi. Okay, Xi. It is pronounced KSI. I've got over here my own notes that say Xi. I call it Xi. With a bit of a sound up front. Xi. That's all I got, you know. The system of the Greek numerals is a value of 60. Xi was derived from the Phoenician letter Samphka, something like that. Xi. Okay. Well, I'm thinking the alphabet that we have a tendency to like fart around with, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that kind of stuff. You know, M, N, O, P, this is not in the right place, but it's definitely in the alphabet, and it's still here. here's what we ran into earlier. I'm going to scroll up a lot. Bear with me, bear with me. Bits and numbers and crud. More numbers, more numbers, more numbers, a lot of numbers, a lot of numbers, more numbers. There we go. Right here, right here. Okay. This is a bit of a joke, of course, but it says right there at argument 8, it says row, row, row your boot. You see it? Row, row, row your boot. Row, row, row your boot. Right? It's right there. It's the last argument or the last string as input to that particular piece of software. Okay. So what I did was I dumped out the hexadecimal or the bits for the data that was, sucked in, right? Row, row, row your boot. Okay. So CF81, right? The 2 bytes hexadecimal CF81, that's UTF-8. So I said CF81, let's expand that out to bits. There's the bits, right? 1100, that's C, hexadecimal, right? 12. F, 15. This is 8 to the power of 3. One. Okay. Then I said, let's decode this as UTF-8. The upper bit we throw away. The next bits indicate how many bytes are in the sequence. We have a single bit that says there's one more byte and then we got a 0. It is not a count. This is not a counter. 10 is not a counter. I'm going to say this again. In UTF-8 encoding of the Unicode International Character Set stuff, that is not a counter. You can't use that as a binary value of 2. It simply says there's one more byte coming, because this indicates 1, the 0 is the terminator. The terminator is 2. It is not base 2. It is not base 2. No. It is a sequence of bits to indicate the length of the UTF-8 encoding, or UTF-16, or whatever. In any case, it says there's one more byte, and there's the terminating 0. So we throw away those bits. We only use the bits afterwards until we get to the next byte. The next byte, we got the leading bit, we got the terminator, and then we got data. So I pull that out as ignore this, this is a count, that 0 I shouldn't have counted. In any case, this bunch of bits here and these bits, it all comes out to 12 bits. It's not really 12 bits, not really, but this is the data that we can extract from the UTF-8 from CF81. But actual row 03C1 Unicode, we go over here to the Unicode chart and we look at row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. There it is, there's row 03C1. That looks like a sequence of 16 bits. Well, the first 4 are 0. They're all zeros. It's 3C1. This is 3C1 hexadecimal. You express it as bits. What do you get from 3C1? You get this. which matches this, which matches that, which is why we're seeing row, row, row your boat. This is not the letter P. That is row. I know, I was being a bit of a geek. I was being a bit of a geek. Alrighty. Let's fire off a Linux kernel build. Alright. 5.15.1 right now. Oh, this is fascinating stuff. You want to know who would really be able to comment on this kind of stuff? Is somebody that would be great to hear from. Jessie Shanahan. Jessie Shanahan, she would be able to talk about this as well as notation in symbolic languages. Is Jessie Shanahan. She knows this stuff. Yeah, well, there she. Well, it's got a pay me thing right beside her face, you know, for some strange reason. And Forbes magazine is got her. There, okay, there she is. Okay, there's Jessie Shanahan right there, right? There she is. Enceladiosaurus, everybody. It's pretty cool when you get written up in Forbes magazine, I guess, right? NASA computer, Catherine, her 100th anniversary. But astronomers and mysterious galaxy in the early. I mean, her research work in supermassive black holes should be respected, you know. So there's Jessie Shanahan right there, but she's also notorious as, you know, something else. Is there a universal language? Astronomy magazine, the basis for the movie Arrival, Jessie Shanahan. And the whole concept of language and how we talk to each other. There's the old, yeah. There's the old Arecibo. She did research work there. We've lost the Arecibo, of course. And then she gets into extremism, extreme life forms, communication, the concept of communication, people that have no concept of mathematics or counting, like they don't have quantities. They have like 1, 2, 3, more, and then many. And that's it, right? That's it, the entire concept. Anyway, this is Astronomy Magazine. You got to look her up. You got to look up the Jessie Shanahan lady. And I was going to hope to reach out to her and hope that we can get like a co-stream again sometime. That would be great. But she's currently in Stockholm. Doing interesting work in artificial intelligence and numerical processing and doing other brilliant stuff. Anyway, she would have some real insight into this situation as well as other language transitions that have happened in the past 2,000 years. That would be something, you know, that would be something. Okay. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. No. I was going to get another Linux kernel build going, you know, just for giggles. Oh, we've got another machine, which is brand new, right here. That's right. Okay, this is Hydra, 516 RC4. Right. This is Hydra. I wanted to run a simple, test on this machine here with beer. With beer. Uh-oh. What's it complaining about? Oh, I gotta specify this crap. All right, sounds good. Let's get this out of the way, see if it works. I don't know. I haven't seen a Debian machine in quite some time. I just want to see if, yeah, we're dead. Okay, so it's not going to work. That's not going to work. We need some libxcb. We need some development packages. I'm not too sure what dev packages we need. Let me do a depackage query. Just curious. Oh, dpig. I'm clearly going to need more beer. Really? This is it? X11 Proto Dev. Well, maybe. That might be enough. I don't know. Oh, what's the root password over there? Got it. Oh, little disk thrash. No. Okay, are we making progress? We're not making progress. So what package contains this? That's got to be dev. That's got to be X11 dev stuff, but I don't have an X11 dev package over here. Okay, that's a little funky. Let me try. I'm just curious what X11 packages I have. And we got a few. So, libx11 dev, that makes sense. Makes total sense. Let's try that. libx11 dev. Go for it. Whoa, it's dragging in libpthread? XAU, XDMA, XTrans, XCB1. Is that enough? X11 utilities. I'm going to skip that for now. I'm trying to keep this as minimal as possible. And we got to compile. Okay, we got something. We got something. It's working. Okay, it's working. Okay. So this was Enceladus, PPC, whatever. Let me just try this. See where this goes. It's working. Okay. I'll be right back. Here. How's it going? All right, that's working. That's pretty. It's very, very delicate. Let's see how that repaints. That looks good. It says 8192 over there, so that works. So this is really confusing. The machine that was doing a segfault panic, like on a regular basis, with FreeBSD Unix, runs solid with Linux. That concerns me. It sort of means it's not hardware. What we have here is not a hardware problem. It looks like our hardware problem, but it's not. Why did the FreeBSD instance panic over and over and over again? Linux on the exact same hardware just runs. Is it a hardware problem? Is it software? How do we determine that? This is not an easy question to answer. I don't have any easy answers here. Well, this is working. It's pretty too, huh? It's pretty. All right. Yeah, we got that figured out. That kind of reminds me, I was going to try to fix this. Very, very, very complex area. And now we're getting lots of swirls and such, which is nice. You know, it's nice. Let me see if I can just do a small change here. Factor of 2. I don't know about that. Let's see where this goes. I'm going to change the oh, all right. That's really nice. That came out. I couldn't ask for anything better. There is a Mandelbrot replica in the middle of all of this complexity and all of this noise. What's this look like? Okay, it's very a delicate filigree. I'm interested in this, and I'm also interested in this up here, which is another Mandelbrot facing reverse. This is pretty close to a typical Mandelbrot. It's okay, we're not doing the Riemann hypothesis tonight, okay? If anybody's concerned that I was going to get into the Riemann hypothesis tonight, it's not going to happen. I can tell you right now that zeros of the Riemann zeta function, anywhere on the line where the real value is 1/2, yeah, I'm not going to be looking at that tonight. I'd like to. That sounds like fun, you know. My version of fun. I don't know if anybody else gets it. So 16,384. Let me just see where that goes. Just curious. Wow. Look at that. Look at the symmetry. Look at the symmetry of it. There's almost a symmetry line right through the center, right there. There's almost a symmetry line. These yellow regions, oh, that came out really nice. Really noisy. Let me just invert this thing. Huh. No. Let me just think. 5,536. I'm curious what's right here. Yeah, right there. That's got my attention. I'm probably bonkers, but I'm curious. I'm looking for an interesting data point. I really want to get all this computation being done with NVIDIA GPU technology, right? Like I got like hardware sitting on the side waiting to do, you know, computation with NVIDIA GPU stuff, which is, quite frankly, it's pretty much the best. It's the best on the market. We're not going to get better. That looks about right. Yeah, I've got a card which is supposed to do, you know, 1.3, maybe 1.5 teraflops. That's trillion floating point operations per second. At 64 bits. Because we're going to need 64-bit in anything we do. Okay. All right. It's starting to look like an MC Escher, right? Can anybody say Escher here? I don't mean Gödel, Escher, Bach. I mean Escher. Oh, who wrote that? I remember reading that, trying to read that, reading through Gödel, Escher, Bach over and over again. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on that. What year was that? It's got to be 1981. Gödel, Escher, Bach. 81 or 82 it was published. Douglas Hofstadter. Douglas Hofstadter, Gödel, Escher, Bach. Hofstadter, yeah, it was Hofstadter. Have you ever tried to read your way through it? Just out of, you know, shits and giggles? Have you ever gone all the way through it and read your way through it? I mean, it's a great read. It's one of those really fantastic books, you know? Yeah, I read it a long time ago also. Right? Haven't looked at it in forever. I just remember the certain components stick in my mind for many years. The canon, the reversible canon music that goes backwards and forwards, reversible, the metaphor that was used in the book to explain the concept of both reverse and forward time data, that kind of stuff. Cryptomicron, okay, now you're getting into the new backyard of stuff that I really want to, get into. You've mentioned it before on multiple occasions. Sorry, let me get out of this. You've mentioned Cryptomicron and Neil Stevenson. Yes, Neil Stevenson. That's got to be Neil Stevenson, right? Is that Neil Stevenson? I'm not sure. Yes, Neil Stevenson, Cryptomicron. Right. Okay. So, yes. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm on the right page. Yes. Okay, we're on the right page. And Wikipedia is doing its money drive right now like crazy. Okay. This is a book I need in my life. I can see it. This is okay. All right. Looks good. Looks better than trying to read Schneer, cryptography. The red book. The red Schneer book. Schneer? Yeah, for like $9. Yep. This looks like a great read over the next, 2-3 weeks. Or read it all. You got Schneer's book too? Of course you do. Come on, everybody does. Everybody has Schneer's red book, which, not too long ago, you're trying to board a plane and you had a copy of that book in your backpack or your briefcase, and airport security, spotted this weird red book on cryptography in your briefcase, that would get you pulled aside and questions being asked. Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Who do you work with? That kind of stuff, right? It wasn't that long ago, Schneer's book was considered a dangerous text. Dangerous, right? And I was just looking at like some papers, a paper? Not really a paper. I was looking at, let me see, here. So I'm looking at elliptic curve stuff, right? I'm looking at elliptic curve stuff with Richard Brent. Okay, these are some really, really amazing papers done. This is really essential work, and you have to look at the references on this paper. Okay, we get down here, and we get out of the design and analysis of computer algorithms from 1974. Lenstra, we got Lenstra's algorithm for factoring in elliptic curves. This is the original Lenstra, right? But eventually, after we get past Monte Carlo factorization algorithms, we start getting into some other stuff. There's Chudnovsky, right? We end up in Chudnovsky. Like, really great stuff. And then Knuth. There's the Donald Knuth. Donald Knuth. Art of Computer Programming, right there, 1982. There's Knuth again, right? You can really, and there's Lemur. There's Lemur as in Lucas Lemur. Lucas Lemur factorization and primality testing for Mersenne primes. We end up in Lemur and Euclid's algorithm for large numbers right here, 1938. Really essential stuff. And there's Lenstra again, elliptic curve factorization. So just the references are an education in mathematics, right? Oh, De Bruyne, of course. Yeah, absolutely, De Bruyne. I can't pronounce the man's name. I can't pronounce his name. Absolutely, absolutely. The asymptotic behavioral function occurring in the theory of primes. I can't pronounce the man's name, but yeah, that's like whether I just instantaneously I recognize, and I'm thinking yes. You can get like an education even if you chase down half of these references. Yeah, if you're not Dutch, good luck. Yeah, you can chase down half of these references and try to study them, and you end up with an education. You end up with an education, and these are completely easy to access, like Dijkstra, yeah. You can spend a lifetime trying to chase down some of these papers, and you got yourself an education right there. Right there you do. And hold on, I was looking at, here's Richard Brent's, one of his original papers, one of his very early things. This is, I think, 1980. Yeah, this is 1980, but there's a 79 paper that's worth looking at. Hold on a second. We want to take a look at, for fun, because I remember papers that looked this way. Just bear with me. They'll never take this away. They'll never take this away. You had to reject a journal paper. You use ECC? When you say ECC, you're talking about ecliptic curve? I hope you're saying ecliptic curve as opposed to the memory verification technology. I hope you really, that's what you mean, right? I'm looking for his papers. No, this is, I was reading into, how did I get here? Sorry, I've been digging through papers for like a day, like a day of just digging, reading Richard Brent's papers because Pollard Row, right? I was looking at Pollard Row, which is pretty trivial stuff. So Pollard Row is pretty trivial, but there's a modification to Pollard Row. So there's a Pollard Row modification done by Brent, and that's the Brent, the Brent modification of Pollard Row, whatever. So I ended up at factorization of eighth Fermat number, let me see, that's 1981. There's Brent, an improved Monte Carlo factorization. I've already got that paper. That's that link. But there was another paper I had. Where did I put it? Yeah, clip the curve. Yeah, I figured that was what you were talking about. I had another paper. Just a second. This will take forever. I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm not going to be able to find it. Anyway, to make a long story short, I got to sharpen up anyway. I got to sharpen up a little bit and do a little bit of study. I'm having some beer and just farting around tonight. I think what I'm going to do now, just for giggles, right? For giggles, because we've already figured out that this is ancient Greek letters and stuff. Listen, man, you got to see this. This is what we were looking at originally, like an hour or so ago. And I went, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? There's accents everywhere. It's Hebrew with accents. What the hell? So, like, earlier, other people, right, we were looking at this and trying to figure out, how did we land here? Hey, man, how you doing? I don't know how we landed here. This was all because we wanted to decode the UTF-8 of row. And we ended up on this. What the hell is this? I'm sure the accents are all valid, but I gotta take a look at Hebrew. I really do. Sorry, it's gotta be here someplace. It's got, are they gonna call it Middle Eastern? Is Hebrew? It is. They call it Middle Eastern. I would call it an essential language. I don't see accents here. Where's the accents? No. No, it's very, very trivial. Yeah, there's no accents. People pronounce words differently based on the accent, and that's been lost in time. Yeah, history has erased possibly great great works of oration, because I do believe, at least in the case of the Greeks, that an oratorium or oration was a place of speaking for people to listen, and the great method of communication of oration or an oratorium was to simply speak out, to people the message that you had. It wasn't written. It would be passed on by voice from person to person. But no, I'm looking for. They're not okay. So they're not laying over the accents. Dots. I mean, typically in Hebrew, you go looking for little dots in different places, and there's none of them here. Over here, we've got. Okay, so they're going to overlay them on top of each other. I don't understand how that's going to work, because in UTF-8, you're not going to issue a character, right? You're not going to issue a character and then backspace and overstrike. That doesn't make any sense. It's got me bothered. They overstrike the character with the accent. Nah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but you've got to be able to do a backspace. No, this is a byte sequence, right? This is a sequence of bits being uttered and issued, and at no point does it ever say, okay, now go back a character and add, right, this dot right here, descending dot. I don't get it. I don't get it. Languages and diacritical marks and all these different, that doesn't even, we're not even into Asian. If we get to Thailand, we're in deep trouble. We're in deep trouble in Thailand. Hold on a second. Symbols, pronunciations, numbers, digits. If we end up in Thailand, we're in deep trouble. You want to talk about 4 bytes required for every freaking symbol. Every symbol is 4 bytes. Okay. Out of curiosity, I just want to take a look, because No. These are still within the 12-bit range. We're still in 12 bits. This is still in 12 bits. No, I'm thinking of something else where it's really, these are CJK, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, or Big Five. Does anybody still say Big Five? Anybody? Big Five? Third column all the way down. Thailand. Yajing. Not that much down. Don't go so far down. Okay, I'm with you. Man. You've got this link, obviously, right? Let's see, dingbats. Yeah, no. Currency gain. No. 99999. At the end of the section, Thai. There we are. Again, these are 12 bits. These are all 12 bits. Whoop, sorry. What did I do wrong? Or, hold on. I know I've done testing with 4-byte Unicode. And 4-byte Unicode, was it Cantonese or Chinese? Let me just, well, sorry, Cantonese is Chinese. I'm thinking, where's the code, Dennis? Where's the code? Hold on a second. Just a second here. Okay, is this, did I make any change here? No, didn't make any change. Okay, glad to hear it. Clean this up. You got emoji? This shit? What? Yeah, I'm talking about a 5,000-year-old language, or 8,000-year-old language, Hebrew, and this is emoji from Google and Apple, right? And they talk about modifiers. Tell you what, I don't know. Yeah, hard to know. Let me do something I can do, at the moment anyway. Cryptomicron, I gotta look into that here, just, whoa, everybody. Would somebody say whoa, please? Somebody say whoa. Somebody say whoa. Whoa? Is anybody saying whoa? Whoa! I said whoa. Thank you. Not wow, whoa. Right there, just released. 5.15.7. Okay? Released now. Like right now. Right now. Can you say now? Like right now. Me. And what, you think I can remember my password? I'm getting old, man. I'm forgetting the names of beers and stuff. Just a second, I have a password manager. My password manager is completely impervious to magnetic fields. My password manager boots instantaneously. I can look up, oh, look at that. I found my password. My password manager tells me what to type. Completely impervious. Completely impervious. All right. All right, December the 8th. That's right now. Okay. And they just kicked out a stable. Like there's the, okay, security updates. Firefox. Whoa. The Linux random number generator seems to attract an outsized amount of attention and work, and seemingly should be. Well, I'm still of the opinion if you don't have like a radiation decay source, you don't have a random number generator. It's because random numbers of quality are extremely important. The number of security protectors. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Oh, you found. You found something. Characters. Okay, I gotta look at this, but I'm looking at, okay. Gyro, thanks man. All I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying right now. Random numbers and their quality, the quality of randomness are extremely important to a number of security protections, no shit. There's some update going on in RNG, pseudo RNG. Subscriber only. Whoa! Excuse me, everybody. I'm on YouTube and I'm showing you subscriber only content. I'm a very bad person. Bad open source guy. Okay. Yeah, don't look there. Okay, let's go back here and get a kernel. 99999. Don't do that. I am so bad. Okay, just a second. Yes, sir. Local source. Curl me, baby. Curl me one more time. You know what YouTube is missing? Music. How the hell am I supposed to hit out, this stuff without some super cool frickin' Blondie, man? Right? How am I supposed to do that? Doesn't make any sense. The world makes no sense anymore, Rob. Yeah, yeah. If you're hanging out for 12 hours, you know, and you don't have any beer, I got beer. I got beer. How the hell are you supposed to do this? You know? Fuck. Sorry, darn. Hey, I recognize that guy, and that's Greek. And that's, what is that? I've never seen that. That's something new. I've never seen that. It's over here too. What is that? But there's like a cup, and there's another cup. Yeah. And lots of other stuff, but what's this? I've seen this. Oh, it's a cube. It's a cube of some sort. It's some sort of a glowing, yeah, it's a glowing cube of some sort, right? So I'm just being me. Is that what it is? Wow. All right. Looked like smoke or something was on fire, you know? Okay. What are we running right now? 515.1. All right. Guten Tag, Nico. We were talking about you. Mein Herren. Guten Tag. We were talking about you. 515.7. Now it just means it's their way of advertising that shit catches fire, right? Catches fire. It's not their fault. Oh, and by the way, please wait for updates. Yeah, we were talking about you. We were talking about you because you're banned. You're banned, man. Well, let's not worry about the rabbit. I mean, yeah, you're banned. Right there, that's you. You know, you're banned because of me? No, you're not banned because of me. It's got nothing to do with me. You know, my name is all over the internet. I got my frickin' email address on bug reports frickin' everywhere. My shipping address is public information. No, you're banned because of, I'm getting a beer. I'm getting a beer, Nico. I'm getting another beer. Time to get the proper flow. Alright, I'm coming back. Alrighty. Oh, I've been faced with a moral dilemma. A moral dilemma. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. He's a freaking jerk. Loser. You know, causes other people heartache and crap. So, okay. All right. So, where was I? Oh yeah, we weren't going to talk about Nico being banned again. Nico being banned for 30 days. Because he had IRC on his screen. Emmentaler. Feta. This is prosciutto, Kappa, and salami. What's Kappa? What is that? It's a product of Italy. All natural. Antibiotic free. Some high-end stuff. Oh, he's got, what, he got pedals? He's got pedals on the floor? To like, I think that's for like playing a game. You know, if you're playing a game, right, you need racing pedals. All right, just maybe. Okay, so let me check the README here. Yeah, we're gonna need this. We're gonna need this read. This is a, hold on a sec. Food. Well, some people will say, that's not food, that's dead animals. Yeah, it's, what I got here is prosciutto, capa, and salami. That and beer, and I'll just, get this done. Prosciutto. I don't need to fry it. Oh. That's good. This is good stuff. Prosciutto. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Let's see. Okay, now when you do the gen key, 90 days, I'm okay with 90 days. Going to generate the CA, Certificate Authority. Yeah, I can copy and paste that. Okay, that's done. Wow. Straight up sliced meat. In case anybody's curious, because maybe you are, this is, I'm picking my way through a tray of, well, capicola, salami, and something called, over here, very thin, very delicate, look at that, very thin, very delicate copa, right? I've also got feta cheese, and anyway, I'm just picking my way through that while I'm also having, a beer. I'm having a gyros. Yeah. That's what's going on. All right. So, where are we? Oh. My big fat head's in the way. And beer. And the bot is there to tell me, move your stupid head. I just gotta try this. I think it's a spiced meat. Oh, this stuff is fantastic. Yeah, just fantastic. Smoked meat. All right. So I'm going to take from the boot directory a config that makes some kind of sense. So 5.15.1. I'm going to take this config and drop it into here. Try that. But I want to mute the make file. I just want to take a look at the make file because there's a minimal there's a way to do a minimal build based on the current LS mod. We can be here all day. I think what I'll do is just punch it. Okay. Punch it, Chewy. I think that's what's going to happen. Just want to say, it wasn't easy, but somebody out there has the original Vultures, right? The original Vultures poster, this. I may have to print it myself. The original Vultures poster. That's not easy to come by. So that would be 1976? 1976 or so. So getting that printed will take some work. Five. 15.7. 5.15.7. All right. So what if we change nothing else? Yeah, I'm game. Sounds good to me. Good. That was easy. All right. Should just work. That's a theory anyway. Should just work. All right. I've been ranting long enough. This I gotta look into. This I want to look into in order to, enhance my understanding of the planet Earth. The whole idea that alphabets could be different within the same country, within the same language, from city to city. That's something. That's something. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to eat and drink and get drunk and go to sleep, and I'll be checking in about half a day or a day or so. I'm going to be streaming more often all the way through December, okay? The so-called holidays, Christmas, whatever. I'll be doing streaming, and it'll be something. And as usual, it'll mostly be geeky, but it won't be boring. All right? It'll be geeky, but it won't be boring. I mean, hey, I got into a conversation. Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready. I got into a conversation. Let me just see if I got my... Yeah, whatever those are. Yeah. Yeah, what is that? Somebody decided they needed to rescue me. Okay? Apparently I'm a rescue. I was not aware that I was a rescue, but apparently I'm a frickin' rescue. And, you know, here I am looking at writing PNG images and shit like that. So I got myself into a conversation with somebody. I said, have you ever read... no, hold it. What the hell was it? The stupid frickin' thing she said. She said, don't you find your approach less than successful, or what was the stupid shit she said? Let me just think. Something about me being like antisocial. I said, I'm not antisocial. I just avoid idiots. The problem is the world is full of idiots. They're everywhere. I mean, I see them. Like, it's like Macaulay Culkin, for God's sakes, in that movie, right? I see dead people. Well, I see stupid people or idiots. Like, they're everywhere. I don't know how to engage conversation with such people. I'm sorry, there's only so many social mores that I can roll out. Good day. How are you? Hi there. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Like, how many of these little fucking string bullshit things can I say before eventually we end up in a conversation? Only to find out you have absolutely nothing to converse on that interests me in the freaking least. Nothing. Zero. So, I said, okay, here it comes. This will be the end of this stream, trust me. Lady says to me, you're a typical man. You only have two emotions. You're either hungry or you're horny, and that's it. And I said, excuse me, I've got empirical evidence from my own life, wherein I finished George Orwell's 1984. I read the whole thing in one sitting, and I was so horrified, I was so upset, I was so frustrated and angry that I threw the book across the room. But I think that was a mixture of both frustration and anger at the concept of under the spreading oak tree, where I knew you and you knew me, and I sold you and you sold me. Under the spreading oak tree, George Orwell's idea of selling out everybody in a complete and total police state, it was just completely beyond my comprehension that humanity could exist that way. But later, when I read his Animal Farm, that's when I actually got an interpretation. I got like a feeling for Boxer. Boxer, the horse, is really, he's trying to work so hard to do the right thing. He's trying to work to do the right thing, but he's loyal. He's really loyal. He's Boxer the horse. He's an obedient, loyal worker. And the pigs are just going to work him till he dies. And in the end of the book, Boxer the horse is being sent to a slaughterhouse to be sold for both meat and hide. Because that's what you do with slaves. That's George Orwell's Animal Farm. And Dostoevsky's, excuse me, One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich is a hell of a read. All I could say is there was no conversation. I said, have you ever read Frank Herbert's Dune? Frank Herbert's Dune, the original Frank Herbert's Dune. The Bene Gesserit witches. The whole concept. Have you read any of that? Have you ever bothered to dig into questioning the concept of authority, the concept of authority as it's imposed upon society? And have you questioned any of these things? I got dead-eye stare. I said, you see, you proved my point. I'm attempting to throw out points of conversation. I'm attempting to throw out points of debate. I'm even attempting to throw out points of contention, some feedback, some kind of feedback from the vacuous, empty, bottomless black hole that is your brain. I'm getting nothing back. I'm not anti-personal. I just don't have the time for frickin' idiots. Needless to say, she's not my type. On that note, I will shave, excuse me, that's what I said to her. I said, I'll shave when you do. We'll talk tomorrow, okay? We'll talk tomorrow.